And welcome back aboard the Night Bus. Magical transport for the stranded witch or wizard. I'm Corey.
It's Jamie.
And I'm Jackie.
And we are here to break down the 4th episode of House of the Dragon. The best episode so far. Probably the best episode of either the first or second season.
Yes. Again, I love the dragon fights and everything, but it just needed more action. We kept cutting out all the action.
Holy Jesus, man! What do you want?
This episode, it had plenty of everything, plenty of action, drama,
You go
story.
from two people talking to people laying dead on the ground and they're hacking some dude's head off. We missed the whole friggin' battle.
One thing, you haven't read any of the Game of Thrones books. In the Game of Thrones books, I always talk about how long the books are. They're like between 48 hours and 60 hours long audio books.
Oh, I know.
And the one thing about all those books, George does not go in depth on battles in the books. The shows are where we get the in-depth battles.
Well, George needs to step up his game.
But all I'm getting at is, we'll see more in-depth battles coming. But I'm just saying when you read any of George's books, that's the one thing he does not go deep on is the battles. The battles are always something that just kind of, it's either told from somebody's perspective that wasn't actually in the battle, or you just find out about the battle afterward, like Hearthome. From Game of Thrones, Hearthome, when they basically battle the Night King beyond the wall the first time. In the book, you just get to hear about that secondhand after the fact. I don't know what it is about George, but he doesn't go in depth on battles. He leaves it to the showrunners when they make the show to go in depth on it.
This is what kills me. He puts all this detail in the stuff that we have no use to even know.
Yep.
And then when it comes to the good stuff, the battle.
Well, there's other good stuff, but
We'll just skip over this.
Hey man. Quick synopsis here. We got a usurper on the throne.
Mm-hmm.
We got family members fighting, trying to control him. We got the deposed true ruler. Hey, dude, that was just 6 o'clock news. We get back to the show. Sorry, I had to do that.
Yeah, still, there wasn't enough action. I like the dragon scene. I thought, maybe where they had to do all the CGI, they couldn't afford the budget to actually have anybody out there fighting. So,
well, I mean, to be fair, it's literally a whole army against just a castle. So there's nobody leaving the castle to go fight. They're all standing up on the castle.
It's really not single combat kind of thing.
They're just raining arrows down.
Yeah, except when we're in the sky. But
I done got us way.
We're at the end.
Yeah, we done went
to the last battle, and we ain't even jumped off the credits yet.
Well, we'll go back to the beginning. And I did listen to a podcast that says the tapestry keeps changing.
They add a little bit at the end each time.
Yeah, and that it was current stuff
because
going on.
It's not super current. This week's tapestry, basically the very last bit of the tapestry was stuff that happened in 2 episodes ago. So it's staying relatively up to date.
I didn't pay much attention to it this time around, so I can't. Did they add some stuff?
Like I said, they added a tiny bit.
After I found out from y'all that there was nothing to be read in it, I quit looking at it. So maybe I should go back to watching it again.
Well, you just you go watch the end of it. The end of it's when they always add something new. Like I said, they added the rat catcher being hung. That's the very last thing on it now. And I said,
that was on the last episode.
That happened 2 weeks ago.
The rat catcher scene was in the last tapestry.
And I'm literally looking at the intro to episode 4 right now. And the last bit of the tapestry is the rat catcher being hung.
Yeah.
So like I said,
if you go back to next week's, it should be the same thing. Because I remember the rat catcher being in that one too.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They're 2 episodes behind right now. That's all I'm telling you with tapestry. So, but it is, slowly keeping up with the show.
Yeah.
So, basically, if you can read the tapestry, that's a good way to know what's going on. Here's what led to this.
I like the Game of Thrones intro better than the tapestry with the buildings and the Westeros map.
Yes,
I liked it better.
The tapestry was cool the first time we saw it,
and that was about it. Yep.
And now it's kind of
it's aggravating trying to decipher the looks on people's faces and is this
like
really
now
this person or that person?
With the Game of Thrones entry, if you know where you were going to be in the show by where the map took you. If it went suddenly back to the wall, you knew you were going north. If it went to Marine or across the Narrow Sea, and then it showed that kind of the Dothraki grass and all that, then you knew you was going to be in that area.
Yeah.
This, like I said, I quit watching it. So that part, paying. I quit paying attention to it because I didn't think it was growing any, but apparently it is.
Yeah. Well, we got to see young Rhaenyra again. Well, they're basically sticking her in every episode just for a little bit.
Yeah, and
go ahead.
If last season that girl talked about she wasn't going to be back for no flashbacks or nothing like that, now all of a sudden
it wasn't planned, but she was so popular from season 1.
Hey man, them dollars talk too.
But I don't know how much more we'll get of her because she had something else that she had to film. So all her scenes from this season, they filmed them all. That was the first thing they filmed, and they basically all were just her and Daemon.
Well, you're going to get that. That's what's happening with her, man. Is that's Rhaenyra in Daemon's head? Yeah, because all that's happening in his head.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know, because he's in Harrenhal apparently flipping out.
Well, I mean,
and the witch, I guess, maybe giving him a little boost.
Yeah, well, I don't know what he drank, but
yeah,
God.
Dude, you wouldn't think that Daemon would be drinking anything anyone gave him. He should be smarter than that.
Especially the witchy woman that's over 400 years old.
Yeah.
Well, we don't 100% know that yet, and Daemon doesn't know that.
Gee, she's pretty much 400 years old.
I'm saying Daemon doesn't know that.
Well, he wouldn't eat the peas because he didn't want to get poisoned by the cook. But this woman's got blood and whatever the hell she's got on her hands.
Yeah,
here, drink this.
That's what Jamie was just getting at. It's like, wait a minute. When you first got here, you wouldn't touch the food or anything, but now all of a sudden this witch lady hands you a drink and you
I
drink
think Daemon's, he's battling some guilt maybe, and he definitely, man, this episode showed us a little bit about Daemon's personality and the fact that he wants the power.
Oh yeah, he definitely wants it.
He's trying to decide whether he wants to just take over and be king.
Yeah, I don't see that happening.
I don't see it happening, but I think that's the picture the show is painting. Is that's what he wants?
Yeah.
Hell, he decapitated young Rhaenyra in his dream. You know?
Oh yeah, that was.
Yeah, but she didn't die though.
Well, no,
well, of course not. It's just it's a dream.
So but this is happening in his head, and as long as it's in his dreams, that's the actress we're going to get because that's the way he sees her.
Yeah, it's still as a kid.
Mm-hmm. And, it's happening in his head. So what she's saying must be what he's thinking when she tells him, you were jealous of me because your brother loved me more than he loved you.
Yeah, and then he's like the Red Witch, off was his head.
Mm-hmm. And
she was gone.
So, those are Daemon's thoughts coming out of her mouth. So,
yeah, he's something else.
And definitely being there in Harrenhal, which is now what is it? Harrenhal supposed to be made out of? Heartwood,
the weirwood trees, the heart trees.
Right. So the place is just like inherently haunted anyway.
Yeah, because Harren the Black cut down all the weirwood trees, all the heart trees to build,
Harrenhal.
Yeah. The parts of the castle that aren't made of, stone.
Yeah, and this place is notorious for good things don't happen in Harrenhal.
No. Whoever's,
it's been given to how many lords throughout history, and it all ends badly for all of them.
Always.
In fact, the big question is why is Daemon trying to use Harrenhal for anything? But it's mostly because he wants to get control of the Riverlands. Because that's where he's trying to build his army from.
Yeah. That's literally the sole reason.
Which brings us to the Brackens and the Blackwoods. And some more some more scenes of that.
And we get to meet Oscar Tully. Your guys' favorite name.
No, I like Elmo. Or Grover.
Yeah. Grover's.
I'm waiting for Big Bird Tully to show up. That would
Grover's
be cool.
getting ready to die. Grover's a little on the old side.
Yeah. Yeah,
he's like, I think you need to grab a feather pillow and put it over his face.
And speed up the succession.
Speed up the succession.
Yeah, I was like, damn.
That's messed up, man.
Yeah.
But that's the Tullys.
Yeah.
So that's the what is it, man? What do they call it? The vassal house of that land? What is it? The house that's in charge of all the smaller houses in that area. So.
I can't think of the name of it,
I
but
can't either. But anyway, they're the ones that's supposed to be in charge. But I mean, their head guy is basically on his deathbed, and all his little vassal houses are fighting each other. So
yeah.
you're not going to get a great army probably out of the Riverlands.
No, we get that from a later scene when he meets with the. See, even I get
far ahead.
Well, even I get confused on which side the Brackens and the Blackwoods are on. Which one's green? Which one's
when
black?
he meets him later in the show.
Yeah,
when he meets the Brackens.
See, I can't remember. I literally just rewatched the episode 30 minutes ago.
The Brackens were on Team Green.
About 45 minutes
they
ago.
went with Allison's side.
Okay.
And the Blackwoods went with Rhaenyra.
Yeah, but basically, what I'm getting at is even I can't remember. So yeah, Damon's got a.
Well, Damon wasn't even sure either. So
Yeah,
because
he's got a big task ahead of him.
yeah, and he basically doesn't care as long as he can get some fighting men out of one of them.
Right. He just needs an army.
Yeah, he doesn't care where he gets it from, who they are. He just needs some men to fight.
He was wanting the river ones, the rivermen, because they want more action or something like that.
Well, the Blackwoods are like probably more aggressive than the Tullys or the Brackens.
When they're fighting the Brackens, they are.
Well, yeah, because there's like a lot of hate there between those two families.
Yeah.
For like Simon Strong says, that why they fight is lost in history. They don't even know.
Yeah, they don't.
They just know they don't like each other.
Yep. Then we cut over to see Rhaenys on the shipyard.
Oh, with the meeting with Alan.
Yeah, she runs into Alan.
Yeah, you get a little scene there. It's not like anything's got to do with the. Now they're all Valerian, but what is the name of that family? Valerian. Is there any difference in that? Am I missing something?
I would just call them the Valyrians.
Okay, well that's their surname, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well not like anything that's got to do with the Valerians.
Oh yeah, they're all.
That's cool. I mean, they're like an honorable version of the Greyjoys, Kings of the Sea at that time, but way
honorable.
better than.
Oh yeah. I'd say they're a
probably,
whole lot better than the Greyjoys.
They're probably the most honorable, honest group in the whole damn bunch right now.
Yeah, that doesn't have last name Stark.
Yeah.
Well, that's coming though.
Yep.
My Northmen are on the way.
Yep. 2,000 on
That's
horse.
a long way to march, man.
That's why they're not there yet.
Yeah.
2,000 grizzled men on horseback.
Yeah, Jace couldn't fly them down, so they're gonna have to do it the old-fashioned way.
Yeah.
But they're coming. The North's coming to save the day. Well, we'll see how it goes when they get there.
Yeah.
If there's a day to save.
But Rhaenys has her meeting with Alan, and then she has her meeting with her lord husband,
Corlys.
Mm-hmm. And, you see how much different and better she is than Kat from Game of Thrones.
When she basically tells Corlys, we know who he is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Like
I thought that was a little weird to, just start talking to him, and then your mother must have been a very lovely woman, and starts caressing his face. I was like,
no, well, she sees her husband in him.
Okay, I see that too, but dang.
And he knows who he is.
Yeah.
Now he knows she knows.
Yeah.
And like you said, unlike Kat, it's like, just.
Yeah, she's not putting the blame on him. It's not his fault. Yeah. So that scene goes, and she's there to tell. I mean, I guess she's kind of there to talk to Alan, but she's really there to talk to Corlys about how Baela has requested her back at Dragonstone because without Rhaenyra there, she still ain't got back from King's Landing,
which no one knows where she's at the moment.
Yeah. Nobody except for Rhaenys.
And her whole court has no idea where she's at.
But that's what she goes to tell Corlys. That they're she's heading back. We don't know yet that Corlys goes back with her. Then we cut back to King's Landing, and we get to see Alicent and her Plan B.
Yeah.
Back to the moon tea.
Got to have the Plan B. if she was smart, she would start marketing that and selling it.
Shit, she started selling it. She wouldn't have none for herself.
She better just have the maester start making it up by the gallon jugs.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, she could take a break from it right now.
Yeah,
Sir.
Crispy's out and about.
I don't know. Old Clubfoot's around. You know, he might worm his way in there.
Nah, if it ain't feet, I don't think he cares.
Playing positions where you can put them feet where you can still see them. Just saying.
Yeah. So yeah, she has a little talk with the maester, and
it's always the same story with these. It's for a friend.
Yeah.
It's your maester. He is sworn to serve you.
Yeah, and he just looks at her and says,
he does, you know.
He knew exactly who it was for. Just
if there's anyone in any of the castles that know everything that's going on, it's the maesters.
yeah, I mean, she says it basically to that effect when she's talking to him. You know, she says that you're sworn to all this stuff, and that's when she asks him about Well, I think that happens later. Actually, I'm jumping ahead.
No, it happens.
I don't know what order it happens in.
No, she asked him because he just basically says, I can't say.
But
They never talked to her about it, so he couldn't say.
After the events of last episode and the conversation at the end, she is really searching to try to find an answer of did Viserys want Aegon to be the king, or because she knows she messed up.
Yeah, she knows she's messed
hoping
up.
to find some angle that makes her feel like she didn't.
Right.
And she ain't gonna find it.
No.
And that poor dragon figurine, it got broken again.
Yeah. See, one of the podcasts I was listening to, they was talking about that dragon figurine. Said, yeah, she was looking at one of the survivors of when it didn't get smashed and stuff. Said, didn't she fix one? That might be the same one.
That's the same
and you
one.
can look
You can
at it
see
and
on the
tell.
wing.
Yeah, it's been fixed. I was like, you
Yep.
idiot. I didn't listen to him too much longer after that. You couldn't tell that was the same one. You can tell by just the way she was holding it and looking at it.
Oh yeah, it was always gonna be the same one. Even if you couldn't see that the wing was broke, it's just
Yeah.
story wise, it's gonna be the same one.
Yet then it falls and breaks.
Yep.
Which makes you think, is it with a prophecy of what was going to happen? Because
foreshadowing, yep.
Yeah, because when we get further into it, I'll mention it.
Oh, yeah.
Something lost a wing.
Yeah.
There was a lot lost in this episode.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
We lost a lot.
And you learn a lot about dragon anatomy, too. If y'all watched what I watched. Y'all watched it, but if you picked up on what I seen. But wait till we get there.
Yeah, I don't have a clue.
I actually paid attention to the because it was action. So I was literally paying attention to it.
Yeah. I don't have a clue what you're talking about, so
I say it was
see.
drama.
I don't know about drama. It was action.
We'll get there.
To me, it was just action.
You didn't feel the drama in that scene? We'll get there.
Yeah.
The whole movie is nothing but damn drama.
Oh, man,
I'm
come
not
on.
worried about the drama. I wanted to actually see somebody fight.
That's called boxing. It's on a different channel.
Yeah. This is about dragons.
Well, the dragons was fighting.
Exactly. We don't care about nothing else. We got dragons to fight here.
That
the
was
men
action.
can burn in their suits.
Yeah, that was action. Like I said,
That was,
I got some action out of it. That's what I liked.
Yeah. Anyway, from there we go back to Dragonstone. There's a lot of this episode had a whole lot of jumping from place to place.
Yeah,
No,
and I
there's not
actually
a-
enjoyed
I was
that.
going to say,
Oh,
there
yeah.
you go. You was complaining last week about all this, everything being in the same location. Well, they jumped from, within the first 10 minutes of the show, they were in 4 different locations.
They heard our last podcast. They said, "Well, we need to change this thing up, or we're going to lose some of our best audience over there." That's what that was.
The filming was
I'm
done.
bringing us a map. I'm bringing us a map to put on the wall.
All of
that would,
Westeros.
Yeah, that would be nice to have.
I have
Yeah.
that. I'll
We got a
bring it,
perfect
put it-
spot for
Oh,
it
you
right
got
there.
one?
Yep.
How big?
It's as big as that.
Oh, that's what I'm talking
Daggone.
about. Hell, yeah, bring that.
Well, you say, this is the audio podcast, so listeners
Well,
can't.
for those in the room, I was just making a visual reference. It's big enough we'll be able to tell. It's
6x4, 6x8.
It's as big as that.
He's pointing at
don't know.
he's pointing at a throw that's hanging off the wall. So,
Which is basically what this is.
oh well, okay then. Yeah,
But yeah, anyway.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
That means we can, because it's not paper, right?
No.
That means we can bring some stick pins and track the battle as it goes through there.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
If that's okay with you.
Cool.
Yeah.
I don't want to start poking holes in your shit over there. Like, this is what we're going to do. And he's over there thinking, I'm going to kill him.
You messed up my perfectly good map throw.
Map throw, yeah.
Yeah. But
anyway, we were at the shore, we're at the shipyards.
now we're at Dragonstone, and the Rhaenyra's council is having their meeting without Rhaenyra. You know, the meeting is basically being led by Baela and Jace, and it's not going well for them.
Oh, no, it ain't going good at all. But I like that girl. I like how she puts that little quick jab in there at that one guy.
Oh, yeah, Baela.
Baela?
Yeah.
Well, next time when you're up there on your dragon.
You can set him on fire.
Which, I see his point. You could have toasted Crispy right then and been rid of Cole.
Well, I got one
Well,
complaint.
maybe she could have. They were breaking hard for the tree line, man. They knew it was going to be bad.
But she's on a dragon. She set that whole damn woods on fire.
Yeah, she could have started a big forest fire.
True.
And nothing.
But
I don't think
she
it was
also
in the
is.
budget.
Well, it's not that it's not in the budget. That didn't happen in the book. A big event like that, if it happened in the book, they would have put it in the show.
Well,
That's too big of an event to leave out or to completely change and
the
add
ending
later.
of this movie didn't happen in the book either. Didn't happen in the way. Nope.
Yeah, it did. It didn't happen 100% exact.
Yeah, but
Because I'll get to that later. I was going to, when we get to that point, I was going to tell people how it happened in the book versus how it happened here. But the overall outcome is the same.
Yeah.
The outcome of, people listening have already watched the episode, so it doesn't matter if we jump partially ahead. But, the overall outcome of, one person being dead, another person being, basically half their body being roasted. All that's exactly what happened in the book.
Yeah.
The outcome.
Who got roasted? Too far ahead, man.
Like I said, people listening to this have already watched the episode. So we don't have to go in order. It just simplifies things if you go in order.
Yeah, we might stick with the order thing because I'm going to tell you right now, I could jump all over this thing and then I'll lose myself.
Yeah. Back to Dragonstone. Like I said, the meeting's going poorly. Then, Rhaenys is kind of trying to rein him in, and then
That's my woman.
Then Corlys. Oh, trust me, I know. Like I said, listening to the books, her and Corlys are like they're main characters, but you don't really care about them in the books. Like the books don't really make them important to you. The show has done a really good job of making you really care about these two characters.
And again, I love the way they're doing that. Because even if you're very familiar with the books, you're seeing this in a different version, a different perspective. So you got to look back on the book story and think, well, the person who told this version didn't think much of the Valerians. They wasn't important to them, so they didn't include them in the story. But now we get to see all the little minute details.
Yeah. But needless to say, when Corlys walks in, he kind of takes control of the room and
As he does.
puts everybody in their place.
Because he's Corlys Valerian, by God.
As soon as they heard his voice, their face just completely changed.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just saw them just kind of slink down in their chairs like,
oh, shit.
It's like the adults have entered the room now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. From there, we...
Let's not forget, man, they were dissing his woman, too.
Oh, yeah.
So he did not take kindly to that.
Oh, yeah. She's trying to tell him.
Because they were just talking.
Last I checked, she didn't make you her hand, so you don't have a voice.
Yeah, they were just like being very disrespectful to Rhaenys.
Yeah.
Who, if they stop and think, man, is the one person who's keeping them alive.
Yeah, you don't talk to my woman like that. They better be glad I wasn't in there. I'd pimp hand them real quick.
She has the biggest dragon on their side. She is the most familiar with battle. That's one point I was thinking about earlier.
What's that?
The battle. We've not got to that part yet, but when Rhaenys says, her dragon has seen battle. Her dragon has seen battle against soldiers on the ground. Mm-hmm. Not that I'm aware of. Have they ever met another dragon in the air?
No.
Or have they? No.
No.
This is
literally the first time that
been
dragons have fought dragons.
So that's a whole different area happening there.
Yeah, but she didn't know I mean, she probably had an idea that she was going to end up facing another dragon.
At some point, the two dragons are going to meet each other.
Yeah.
But when they talk like battle-tested dragons, yeah, they have fought against armies of men.
And really, what was the army of men going to be able to do against them?
Unless they had the scorpions, the giant crossbows.
Yeah, unless you're in Dorne with the sand dunes to hide behind and all that stuff, you still don't stand a chance. Only the Dornish people figured out how to survive dragons and kill them. Well, and kill one. So, yeah. Anyway, from there, we do another scene jump.
Oh, wait a minute.
What? What do you want to bring up?
Wasn't the queen walk
No, that's later.
This is?
Yeah, it's later. Trust me, I'm watching on my iPad right now. It's later.
No.
Yes, it is. It's right here on my iPad.
They're literally standing in the same spot at the end of the table. And
I
thought they did, but I mean, I'm not going to argue with actual footage, but...
Yeah, like I said, I'm literally watching it right now.
But yeah, I thought the same thing, man, because whatever happened in between, I don't recall.
I can't see, so you got to tell me when the scene changes.
Oh, they're still in the...
They're still in the hall. Her old man's then walked in there. They're talking.
Mm-hmm.
So they leave the hall. Where did they go after that? I mean,
That's
what is the next scene?
And?
It cuts away to the that battle we didn't get to see. But I'm telling you...
It's later when Rhaenyra shows up.
Oh, that's when Cole has laid siege to something.
It's...
Oh, that's right, because... there is that scene in between. That's right.
I think it's in between, but it's still... They're just cutting away from
still happening. They're still in the courtroom.
Yeah, the cut to now, Lord Darkland and his castle's just been... Well, I can't say sacked. It was, basically the army was there. It was too big, so they surrendered.
Basically Cole's taking what army he has and taking all the small castles in the area
and taking their men
and whoever don't bend the knee, he
hacks their head off.
Yeah.
Did you see how stiff he looked trying to hack that old man's head off?
Oh yeah,
that looked so computerized to me. I mean, it was just like...
I think that just kind of shows some of Cole. He is like this stiff, just...
robot-like.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it looked like. He just...
I mean, he's not a Ned Stark by any means,
No. Well, he also doesn't have ice.
True.
So, ice, you don't have to put that much effort into whacking somebody's head off with ice. The sword kind of does the job for you.
But, I mean, just like in person... I mean, Cole's just like this conflicted mess anyway,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
he dies.
He stops for a minute. He kind of falters when he's getting ready to take the guy's head because the guy says something to him. I can't remember what he says.
He said he's not fit to wear that white cloak.
Right. That kind of it made him.
Then he talked to him for a second, and he just pulled it. And like I said, it just looked wrong, just like it was out of whack or something.
That's Cole, man. He's just like he's off kilter. He's not right.
It was wonky looking. It doesn't look like somebody actually trying to take somebody's head off.
He's got as much crazy stuff happening in his head as I think Damon does, for different reasons.
Maybe not quite as much, but I get where you're going.
Yeah,
Damon's got that castle, which is friggin', I guess, haunted.
Yeah, Harrenhal.
Or cursed.
Yeah, it's cursed.
Well, I mean, Cole's got what happened with the kid.
Well, at first,
he wasn't.
You gotta go first. He's got with what happened with Rhaenyra. He sullied his cloak.
That's true.
Her.
That's that too.
And then he goes to the princess now, or the queen regent, or whatever she is, and they're doing their thing.
So like everything Cole's involved in
turns to shit.
He's just bad, and that's just he's a mess too.
Yeah.
Which you see later on, very shortly.
Oh yeah.
Another instance. So.
Yeah, but anyway, he whacks off Sir Darkland's head, and he
right.
Well, take it however you want to take it. It's Cole, so take it however you want to take it.
He probably did too.
he goes back and he's got a message waiting for him. So he reads it, and then he gets a smile on his face, and he tells Alicent's brother,
Yeah, I can't remember these names.
I think it's Sir Wayne.
Yeah.
Gawain.
Gawain. Yeah.
Gawain.
I knew it wasn't. I knew it was something Wayne, but
Again,
Gawain.
where R.R. Martin was being a little lazy with names,
Yeah.
because that's lifted straight from King Arthur.
Oh yeah.
Sir Gawain, come on.
Yeah. But he tells him, basically, move the vanguard northeast along the coastline. And he's like, I mean, I know you were, raised well away from the crown lands, but, Harrenhal's to the west. He's like, looks around like, indeed it is. Like, yeah, we got a different plan now, buddy.
But what Sir Gawain of the Round Table or whatever doesn't realize, Cole's got a plan. Now, I'm not saying the plan's going to work out like Cole wants it to, but right at that moment in time, Cole's very smug about it because he's got the killer plan.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Aemon has the killer plan.
Their plan.
It was primarily Aemon.
I think they discussed
assuming.
it. I think they discussed it before because remember they was in the map.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well,
they were definitely planning. I don't know. I look at it, and to me, Aemon is clearly the brains of any of Team Black's operation.
Cole militarily is very smart, though.
I don't know. Maybe I'm not giving him enough credit. So you may be right.
That's all Cole really has going for him.
Yeah, I think Aemon was the whole thing. He knew what his part was going to be, and that's the only thing he put in that plan.
Yeah.
So here they are, man. They're laying siege to these smaller little castles.
Yeah, all just around the crown lands, as they call it.
Just basically picking up what men they can from those, putting to the sword, the men who don't join them. Just boom, 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 hitting these little ones here and there. Because their next one is one called Rook's Rest.
Yep.
Which is apparently, from the way they talk, just a little nothing castle.
Just a
barely
small nothing
fortified,
castle.
hardly anything.
But the Lord Liege of the castle is on Rhaenyra's council. Mm-hmm. So that's basically, they say that's the reason they're taking it. That's their excuse, because the next scene, you cut back to King's Landing, and now you've got Aegon and his small council having their meeting. And, Aegon's flipping out because Daemon has Harrenhal. It's like, I told you guys this is going to happen. You didn't listen. We should have sent a dragon. And he's freaking out. And Aemon's basically like, or he's freaking out at Sir Foot Fetish first.
Sir Foot Fetish. There you go.
Because it's his castle. And he's basically, he's explaining to the king, and he's not wrong, that Harrenhal's huge. It's cursed. There's no money.
He's in control of all the funds.
Yeah, the Riverlands are a mess. So, Daemon's going to be busy.
What line does Clubfoot use? He says that castle's more broke or
more crippled than I am.
Yeah, more crippled than I am.
Yeah, more crippled than I am, and he'll Daemon being there battling with himself or something.
Which he is.
Yep.
More than he will be gathering an army.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that. I think I would have left after the first couple of nights of all that freaky shit going on.
Yeah, so even Clubfoot knows that place has an effect on you, apparently.
Yeah, and if you don't know how to control it, you're done.
Yeah.
Plus you got Alice Rivers is doing something. Something.
Yeah.
She's up to something.
Again, her blood tonics and dummy over there drinking it like it was nothing.
Like, what? You just watched her put the just craziest stuff in this drink, and then she hands it to you and says, "Here, drink this. You need your rest."
And the bad thing is, he don't even remember taking a drink of it.
No, it's just next thing you know, he's in a meeting with.
You see him. He slurped it down real quick, which they don't even show that. Then all of a sudden, he's looking around, and boom, the cup's gone. He's in a meeting.
Yeah, with the Blackwoods.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and don't remember nothing that he summoned them or anything.
Yeah, because basically he says, "Well, who is this?
Yeah,
why are you here? Well, you called me here."
Yeah, we did skip a scene.
We did?
Yeah. Well, you had that small council meeting basically after.
Oh yeah, well,
you had Aemon do basically declare his plan to the king.
Yeah.
And then it cuts back to Alicent, and she wasn't at the small council meeting, and
she was taking.
That's when Clubfoot comes to see her.
Well, she took her plan B, and it doesn't always agree with the
gut.
With the gut. So she's dealing with some stomach issues.
She's heating some rocks up and wrapping them in a towel and holding them to her belly.
So they didn't have heating pads back in those times. So, but then Loras Strong shows up, Clubfoot, and has a little conversation with her, and obviously, he's way too smart not to know.
Oh yeah, he picks up on it instantly, man, which he
sees
already
it.
knew before he got to the room.
Even if she didn't leave that,
he already knows
glass
what's
setting
going on.
out, he knew what was going on.
Yeah, she's telling me I indulge a little bit into one thing. He said, well, yeah.
And the lamb prairie pie.
Yeah. It's always good to give yourself your, how do you put that?
Basically, he says that is a rich indulgence, but I believe it is a sin to deny your appetites.
Yeah.
They are what make us fully alive as mortal men. So,
basically what he's trying to tell her is it's okay you did what you did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Don't deny yourself pleasure. She should have denied herself pleasure.
Mm-hmm.
She probably wouldn't feel as guilty either. She wouldn't keep doing stupid shit.
Yeah.
Well, she does make some bad decisions.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I mean, it's a running theme with all these characters, man. Is like, they just keep everything they try to do just keeps crumbling around them.
Yeah. We do get some good lines from Allison in this about, when she basically says, whatever intentions, that my late husband had when he died, they died with him. Basically saying, it doesn't matter what his intention was about who should succeed him.
Is that when she's talking to Clubfoot?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because at this point, she's still trying to find, did we miss the scene with the books?
It's coming.
Is it coming up?
Yeah, It's coming.
I'm getting ahead of myself.
Yep.
Yeah, she's still desperately trying to find something to relieve herself of the guilt.
Yeah.
Something that'll point to, Viserys actually did want Aegon to be the king. That's really the way he wanted. He even asks the maester.
Yeah, she's like, trying to figure out if she foobarred it or not.
Did my husband ever say anything? Do you think he really wanted Aegon to be on the throne? And the maester, a very smart answer. I'm not, I wasn't privileged to that information.
Yeah,
basically, is what he tells you.
Yeah,
he didn't discuss such things with me.
Yeah, he's like, I ain't stupid enough.
Yeah, I ain't getting in this one.
Then after that, that's when we get cut back to Harrenhal and Daemon, and that's when he runs into Alice. So, and we've kind of went over this. That's when he has the drink, and it's like, why would you drink that?
Yeah,
and next thing you know, he's in a meeting with the leader of the Blackwoods.
Yeah.
Can't think of the guy's name. I don't know if does he ever say
it? It says, but I don't remember.
Yeah, he was from the first.
He was the boy who killed the guy, the Bracken.
Yeah, for Rhaenyra.
When he came to the castle when everyone was proposing to Rhaenyra.
And they made fun of him because he was a small boy.
Yeah.
But he ended up winning.
He wasn't making too much fun of him after he sliced his gut open.
Yeah.
I mean, and that was just Blackwoods and Brackens, and apparently you can't put them in the same room together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something bad gonna happen. Somebody gonna die.
The Hatfields and McCoys of Westeros.
Basically,
exactly,
yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm still in that from another podcast, but yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if anybody's got the right to say that, we do.
Point.
So, we know all about that. But they have a meeting that, doesn't really go anywhere because Daemon is just
blowed out of his mind.
That's what I was going to say, blowed out of his mind.
High on them shrooms.
Mm-hmm.
So he takes basically nothing from it. He's hallucinating basically the whole time. He sees Bela as like the cupbearer.
Yeah, so he's tripping hard on whatever was in that cup.
Then it cuts back to King's Landing again, and now we're back in the small council again. And this is basically when they're having their actual kind of meeting, and the king is just ignoring everything, and finally he just slams down that little marble.
We missed part of the end of the other meeting.
Yeah, when they're talking Valyrian with each other.
When Aemon just totally embarrasses him in front of everybody.
Yeah, that was the previous one. Oh, yeah, I don't know how I just skipped over that.
Yeah,
that was great.
Aemon just basically takes
that.
command of the whole thing.
Yeah, he talks the language fluently, no mess-ups or nothing. Then
Aegon just stammers over a few words. Yeah, it's pitiful.
He can't remember it.
Well, like I said, he's a slacker kid. He never paid attention to that. He just wanted to drink, party, and run around.
Yeah. He grew up thinking, I'm not going to be king, so why do I care?
Kind of why they picked him and installed him on the throne. Easy to control. They thought.
Yeah. Needless to say, now Otto is
Otto's gone
to try to get the other brother and see if they
Otto's
can
out
control
of the
him
picture
better.
completely, ain't he?
For now.
He shipped him off.
Yeah.
He banished him from King's Landing.
Now in the book, he didn't leave King's Landing.
He may not have in this.
He stayed. He stayed there.
He might be lurking in the background somewhere. But Aemon tells him, no, this is what we're going to do. And me and Cole have been talking, and he's like, you and Cole, they're conspiring behind his back, not giving him any counsel on it, and treating him like, well,
he's still a kid.
Yeah, because basically he is.
Yeah,
even though he's the oldest one of all those Targaryen kids, apart from Rhaenyra, obviously.
Definitely not the most responsible one, though.
No, he's probably the least responsible of all of them.
Yeah, Aemon's what, 16? Supposed to be 16.
I don't understand the ages exactly.
Yeah, I think he's slightly older. I think Jace, Rhaenyra's oldest. I think he's 16 at the time. So I think they'll put Aemon at like 18.
I think the show has aged them all up somewhat.
Oh yeah, they did the same
from
thing
where they're supposed to be.
They did the same thing in Game of Thrones.
Yeah,
In Game of Thrones,
they've aged them up.
When we first meet Daenerys in Game of Thrones in the book, she's like 13 years old or 12. You can't, with the scenes they had her doing in season 1.
Yeah, that would not be.
You
can't do that.
you have to, not only do you have to, obviously get an actress who's old enough to do that stuff, but also you can't portray the character as that young doing that stuff. It just wouldn't work. So that's where George has always been a little weird with. He makes people so young in all his stuff.
Yeah, that is odd.
Yeah,
which I understand in medieval times they probably were very young.
Oh, they were
probably.
Because, life expectancy wasn't that long.
Exactly. And George bases a lot of his stuff off just old history.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. Anyway.
So what you're saying is it might not be because George is a freak.
Yeah. We'll give him.
But maybe it is. We don't know.
We'll give him a little bit of the benefit of the doubt.
I don't
for
know.
Now.
He made him awful uncomfortable on set.
Oh, he did.
So I've read. Yep.
Yeah, very much. That's what happens when you are there for every single sex scene shoot, but the other scenes you might be there, you might not.
Yep.
Kind of says something about you, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But freak. So there we got. They've laid the plan, man. Cole's taking Rook's rest. Shouldn't be no problem.
Yeah, that's what they lead everybody to believe.
Yeah.
So back to Rhaenyra and her small council.
Well, no, it doesn't get back to that yet.
Not yet.
Now, after that, like I said, we kind of skip. For there, it goes to Daemon in
he's just tripping balls in the castle.
From there, it goes back to King's Landing first, and that's when the small council meeting, I guess it's either still going on or it's a different one, but Aemon's not there. And that's when you've got Aegon just sitting there spinning the marble, and
he slams it down.
Eventually, he just slams it down and says, "You bore me," and just gets up and leaves. And obviously, his lackey's trying to follow him, and he's all goofy looking.
Oh, man, his Kingsguard bump into each other.
Yeah. He's got a terrible Kingsguard right now. If Daemon wanted to,
he could slice
he
through
could
them.
storm the castle if Aemon wasn't there. If Aemon and Cole ain't there, he could slice through everybody there, no problem.
Yeah. He could literally, that's one castle he literally could have took by himself.
Yeah.
And, unlike Harren Hall, they handed it to him.
Yeah. This wouldn't have been handed to him, but he still would have took it.
But he still could have took it.
So, yeah.
I doubt the Gold Cloaks could have given him much problems.
Yeah. Then from here, this is when we get to your guys' scene
Truth
where...
be known, he probably had most of the Gold Cloaks in his pocket anyway.
Oh,
he
yeah,
used
the
to
Gold
command
Cloaks.
them.
Yeah, the Gold Cloaks, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
could easily take the King's Landing. Why they didn't, he could have went that route and then ended the whole thing probably if he could just get past, like you said, Cole and Aemon.
Yeah. Yeah, it says in the book that I think it says somewhere at some point, like during, Aegon being king, that Daemon still, basically warranted loyalty over like 60% of the Gold Cloaks. They were still, would have been on his side if he showed up.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. anyway, we get to see Aegon storm out of the small council meeting because he's bored. This is when he goes to his chambers, his room, and Alicent's in there looking for the books.
Because she's still looking for answers.
Right.
Yep.
And she's basically asking him, what did you do with your father's books? And he said, I had them, sent away. And then she, kind of freaks out on him because she's thinking, he's destroyed all these books. Well, he sends out the help and then basically tells her, I sent them away. I didn't burn them. So, he's not a total idiot. I'll give him that.
And then Mom looks at him and says, what's wrong with you? I'm talking about the little council won't listen to me. You got Cole and wasn't doing whatever they want. The council won't listen to me.
Who'd that put you in mind of? Joffrey. When he said, I'm the king. Yeah, and Tywin hit him with that line, any man who's got to say he's the king is not the king.
That was a great line.
Yep. And that's basically what Aegon's doing right there. So, I'm the king and they won't listen. Well, you're the king. You shouldn't have to say, I'm the king. Why won't you listen to me?
I like what his mom tells him.
Yeah.
They just need you to do one thing. Sit back
and do
nothing.
Yeah, do nothing.
So, she's not even on his side, really.
Yeah.
Not anymore. She's fed up at this point.
Well, she went along with it, too, because everyone did with Aegon. He's going to be easy to control.
Mm-hmm.
He's just going to be a figurehead. Oh, wow. Yeah. He's just going to be a figurehead while all the people around him actually control things. Damn, where have I saw that show before?
It never works that way, though, for some reason.
Dude, you're not wrong.
Never works that way.
Yeah, then she says something to him, and he looks at her and tells her to watch it. Or what? You gonna have me hung like your rat catchers?
Yeah, I mean, his threat's kind of empty.
Yeah.
What's he going to do, really?
She goes, you do not know what we went through to put you on that throne.
Yeah, she basically tells him, if you were, half the king that your father was, and that's when he says, watch your tongue, mother. So
yeah, that's when she's talking about the books and the people around and saying, I hope that you would
sit back and watch and learn
and learn from these people so that you might one day be half the king your father was. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So he's getting dissed from everybody, man.
Yeah. From there we go to the army amassing at Rook's Rest. They're cutting down trees and limbs and everything and kind of getting ready. They're expecting to attack at night, and Sir Kristen Cole's like, nope, we're attacking during the day.
He looks at him, are you a fool?
Yeah, Sir Gawain's like, are you a fool?
He said, again, no, are you scared? He said, no, I'm worse.
I'm
cautious.
No, he didn't say cautious. He said, oh, crap. What did he say? What? I love that line, too, and I can't remember now. Daggone it.
I think it was cautious.
I don't think it's cautious. Rational. I'm rational. Yeah, I know it because I just saw it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was waiting on the scene to catch up on my iPad, so yep.
Now
because I'm worse. I'm rational.
That's Gawain saying this.
Yeah.
Which, from his perspective, it's a stupid thing to do to attack in daylight, man. Come on.
Yeah.
But he doesn't know that Cole's got that secret plan that he's got cooked up.
Yeah. From there,
or someone's got cooked up.
Right. From there, that's all that scene is. And then now we cut back to Dragonstone and their small council, and then Rhaenyra shows up, and everybody stands to attention, and it's like, oh, Queen's here.
Yeah, except for her son. I'm going to tell you right now. I'd backhand that boy to next week when he started that condescending voice of his. I just beat the crap out of him.
Yeah, Jace definitely deserved a backhand for that. It's like, if you want to voice those opinions, you do that behind closed doors. You don't do it in front of everybody.
Yeah, because she is the queen. You are nobody.
Yeah, if anybody else would have done that wasn't her son.
Oh, she'd have shut him down quick, which, I mean, she handled him, too.
Oh, yeah.
She did, but she didn't really put him in his place because he was still 2 or 3 little jabs into her after that.
Yeah. Yeah, this is when she tells the small council why she went to King's Landing.
And who she's seen and why
they're
she
shocked,
went there.
you know?
Oh, yeah. That's when her
and
son
like
goes,
she said,
are you
man,
stupid?
This
you
on the
could have been
verge.
killed.
But she has a good point. This is on the verge of a major, just massive war.
Yeah.
So she had to do what she could to maybe try to avoid it, like a leader should do.
Yeah,
She said she tried to sue for peace.
Yeah, she said she inherited 80 years of peace from her father, and she wanted to make sure that there was no way to avoid this war before she dove into
Committed
it.
to all-out war, yeah.
Yeah. So, and this is when they basically tell her, what's been going on with Cole and the army. And,
And she's also surprised that they would be messing with
Rook's
Rest.
Rest
because it's too small and unimportant.
Yeah, why would he go there?
because Lord Staunton is on her small council.
Yep.
Well, that's the reason, again, it was a smart plan from Eamon and Cole. That's the reason they give.
Yeah, very.
So then, you end up with, Rhaenyra's like, well, I'm not letting, I'm not going to let your castle be taken. I'll go. I'll protect it on my dragon. And then everybody's like, no.
Which, is credit to her for wanting to do that and spare anyone else from having to go.
Mm-hmm. And she was definitely never letting Jace go.
No.
That was out of the question.
But then again,
I'm surprised she didn't try to send Bela.
And common sense says she can't go herself. I mean, the queen
she wanted to
anyway.
I mean, look. Well, we're getting to what happens.
Getting to that point, yeah.
When the somebody else who's in a position that shouldn't go goes anyway.
Don't drink and fly, by the way.
Yeah.
But getting ahead of ourselves.
Don't expect too much from your brother either.
Woo.
Anyway, basically, when she brings up this plan, Rhaenys is like, I'll go. Maelys is your biggest dragon. She's seen battle, as we discussed earlier, not dragon battle, but she's at least seen some type of battle.
Common sense says she would be the one to send. But then again, man, do you send your biggest dragon off into battle when that you need your biggest one arguably there protecting you and your castle?
Well, her that word was I'm the most experienced with the biggest dragon. I kind of see what she was trying to go for.
Yeah, true.
But yeah, I'm with you. She should have the big dragon should have stayed back to protect the hall and everything.
Well, it's even said on the other side of the battle, Aemon and Vhagar will stay at King's Landing to protect King's Landing.
Yeah.
So why would they? That's just odd. I mean, you got your most experienced soldier, in Rhaenys, and your most battle experienced dragon, but still, you want to keep them right there protecting you.
Yeah.
But I think maybe they thought they could make a major hit, get rid of Cole and the majority of the army right there.
Yeah, in their head, they could just swoop right in, set everything on fire, and swoop right back out.
Basically, Chase says that when he wants to go, I'll burn Cole and
the army and get out
and be back before whatever
before they could send reinforcements.
Right.
Right. And if she would have done that, that would have worked. But and I mean, well, we're almost there. We're really close.
And again, she sliced these dudes up. Only the ones who are in the complete open. You see this big long of troops right on the edge of the wood line. Never lights one of them up. They're always right dead in the middle of the field.
Well, my thing is, after watching Daenerys, who knows how to properly destroy an army with a dragon, after watching her, in season 7 of Game of Thrones, that's also one of the really highly ranked episodes, when she wipes out the Lannister army, she goes down the line. She doesn't go like, if the army's spread out, horizontally, Daenerys come in horizontally and wiped out the whole line. Rhaenys, who's supposed to be experienced in battle, the army's horizontal. She comes in vertically and just wipes out one little small line. It's like, no, you come in from the other way, the other angle, and you wipe out the whole line.
Like I said, the tree line was just full of people right down there. She could just right at the edge and just started at one end and stopped at the other. Yeah. Boom, war's over. Well,
but again,
biggest part of the soldiers were gone anyway.
She came in at the wrong angle to even do that.
Yeah.
She come in, basically headlong instead of coming in sideways to wipe them all out. It was not good tactics from her.
No, but I'm still not talking junk about her.
No.
I like her.
I said it last week. She was my favorite character.
Yeah.
Her and Corlys. Which, I mean, I knew what was building up here. So it was, but yeah, like I said, I had no care for her from the book, but in the show, man, they done a good job of building her up.
True.
Man. But before we get to that, the one last thing we get before the battle is it cuts back to Aegon in King's Landing. Well, it bounces between Aegon and King's Landing and Rhaenyra talking to Jace, telling him the story that she was told. So it kind of bounces back and forth between those two. But sticking with the Aegon part right now, he basically is drinking, like always.
He's just drowning his sorrows in booze.
And the cup's empty, and now he's slowly just pushing the cup off the side of the table.
No, it was the pitcher.
Well, whatever it is, he's pushing it off the side of the table till it falls and smashes. Then he gets up and he goes out. He goes to the dragon pit.
Did you notice what the color the dragon was on the pitcher?
I didn't.
It was a golden dragon, just like his.
Oh, I'll tell you, yeah.
And when
like
it knocked it into
Sunfire.
the floor, you'll see that it looks like something glimmers off of the scales on it.
Yep.
Because I was upset because he broke the pitcher because I liked the way it looked.
He does. He does have. It's said in the book, and he's got probably the best looking dragon in all.
Oh yes, it's the most beautiful dragon.
Yeah.
Sunfire.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Although there's another dragon that I don't think anybody ever rides that used to be belonged to Good Queen Alysanne, and it's a cobalt dragon that shoots blue flames. So if
Dreamfire.
Yeah, Dreamfire.
Yeah, Helena rides him.
Well, not anymore, but
well, after Queen, whatever her name was.
Yeah.
Then Helena.
Yeah, but I don't think anybody rides her now. Is what I'm getting at.
Now.
Like right now in the show, nobody rides it.
Well, it's Helena's dragon. I'm assuming.
I don't know. I may be misremembering something right now, but anyway, yeah.
It's bonded with Helena.
Yeah, that dragon is close to as good looking as Sunfire. 'Cause I don't know. Maybe it's just I like the thought of shooting the blue flames with a cobalt dragon. It just look cool.
No, I don't think Helena ever rides it into battle.
No, I don't. Again, I don't know. I don't know a whole lot about Helena. Even in the book, they didn't go real deep on her.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's never mentioned that she fights or that Dreamfire fights that I'm aware of.
No, trust me. In the book, Helena is after the Sun for a Sun incident. She's broken. In the book, she's done. Like all it ever mentions of her is that she stays in her chambers and she will not eat and will not drink.
Yep. But before all that, Dreamfire was her dragon.
Yeah. I don't think we ever get to see her ride it in the show either.
Probably not.
So I think that's why I was in my head thinking that nobody was riding Dreamfire.
And maybe another rider rides it. I'm not sure on that. I don't think so, actually. I don't think so.
Yeah. So sadly, I don't think we'll get to see how good looking Dreamfire is.
We may get to see it.
We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, because they're running out of dragons.
Well, there's still several.
But
there's more for us that you'll meet soon.
But yeah, Aegon goes to the dragon pit. Yep. And that's a cool scene, man.
Oh, it is. It shows you how
that's a boy and his dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, it shows you how all these Targaryens are bonded with their dragons.
Yeah, and Aegon and Sunfire had the strongest bond. That's mentioned in the book.
I don't know.
I mean,
I don't know how you would judge that. So it may be mentioned, but I don't necessarily remember it, but it could be.
It had to be a strong bond because he's not talking to his dragon in High Valyrian. He just
because he doesn't know High Valyrian.
Yeah,
he just uses regular commands. Everybody else has to use.
But when he's there, man, and the dragon just kind of nudges him. Like I said, that's just a boy and his dog.
But yeah, he has had that dragon since literally. He was born, and anytime a Targaryen was born, anytime a Targaryen is born, an egg is put in their crib with them, the crib. And
now, me and Olivia, that's the thing we were talking about. Not all the eggs hatch, I'm assuming.
No, they don't. That's why you get some of them that end up when they grow older, they ride somebody else's dragon that has passed away or something.
Told you I'd give you a shout out, Liv. That's one of the points we were talking about me and her earlier today. Take like Aemon. Now, he bonded with Vhagar.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming when he was a kid, he had an egg.
Yeah.
I'm assuming it didn't hatch.
Yeah, it mentions in season 1 when they're picking on him that, his egg never hatched.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And they pick on him so much that he's finally like, screw it. I'm taking the biggest, baddest dragon here.
Mm.
And, it took a lot because I'm surprised Vhagar, let him after, her rider dying so soon afterward. Or her rider dying so soon and then that quick afterward, somebody knew.
Maybe he could sense the power in him.
Good point.
Maybe.
Because, he's no slouch.
Oh, that's for
Aemon
sure.
knew. So, yeah, man, maybe Vhagar picked up on that in his personality. And
yeah. I'm the biggest dragon around here.
Because Vhagar definitely
the biggest person around here.
Mm-hmm.
We might work out pretty good.
I see your point.
Yeah. So, like I said, the whole time you've got, Aegon with Sunfire. He's mounting it, getting ready, and taking off and everything. It's
forget.
also bouncing between Rhaenyra and Jace having their conversation where basically she's explaining to him the Song of Ice and Fire.
Yeah.
The scene was, to me, that scene was kind of, it's in there, but I don't really care about it.
Well, no, but is that a little bit of foreshadowing there? The Queen only ever shares that story with their
heir.
successor,
Mm-hmm.
which would be Jace.
Yeah.
Yep.
Does she kind of feel her time may be approaching?
Maybe.
And she needs to let him know about that story?
Well, she looks at it and tells him she should have told him as soon as he was going to be the successor.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Yeah, she should have.
Yeah, her father basically told her the second he named her heir, he told her the story.
Yep. And apparently that is something that's just passed from ruler to heir. Maybe the Maesters know it. Maybe they don't even know it.
I don't think they know it.
Yeah, I'm like you. I don't think they even know it. So other than the North, who also know it, who else has that secret? Which may be why the North comes marching to King's Landing.
Mm-hmm. Hey, also the Starks are just loyal. So
Well, the true, and
if they bent the knee and they made an oath to Rhaenyra, so
yeah,
they were always going to be.
They will honor it.
Yeah, they're always going to be on Rhaenyra's side, no matter what happened. Didn't matter what Otto did or anybody did or said. The Starks were never switching sides.
True, very true.
But needless to say, now we're here. Now we're to the action.
Well, now hold on. Little piece of information that might be important at some point. Aegon gets ready to take his dragon. He's going to go, I guess in his head, he's going to go, prove he's a king, save the day, face the army. I don't think he had any intention of anything else but facing off against the army.
Yeah, he did not expect to see Rhaenys there
in his
on Melees.
I don't think he would have went. I don't think he would have put his dragon in harm's way like that. And he's also wearing the Conqueror's armor, which is Valyrian steel.
I know.
That may be important later.
Yeah, I heard when they mentioned that and was talking about it, I was like, wow. Because that's never mentioned in the book that he had Valyrian steel armor.
The armor is completely
Valyrian steel.
Steel.
Yeah, that's never mentioned in the book. That was something I was like, oh, that's cool. I would love to have that armor.
That'd be what saved him.
Well, we
don't know. He is saved.
Yeah, we don't know yet what 100%.
We watched the credits for the next episode. We know he's safe.
Did
it show him in the next episode?
They show him. Why they had him in a cage, I have no idea.
See, man, I guess I didn't watch the credits for next episode.
Probably didn't. But
I watched them for the first time this time around. Normally, I don't watch them.
Yeah, and they come carrying him in, and his mom come in. Is he still alive? And they took him to the bedroom. So I figured if he was dead, they wouldn't have took him to his bedroom. Which, granted, back then, who knew what they would have done?
Anywho,
yeah.
So he's off to he's off to Rook's Rest to face Cole's army, burn it to cinders, save the day, be the king.
To help Cole's army.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. Wrong dragon.
Yeah, no.
It gets confusing
Oh, it does.
to help Cole's army take the castle. La da 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 da. Unbeknownst to him, though, there may be another plan.
Yes.
Yep.
When Rhaenys comes in and starts burning everything, Sir Cole looks over and says, "Send a signal."
Send a
And
signal.
that's when,
Arrows.
what's that one dude's name?
Aemon?
No.
Officer Gawain.
Yes, Sir Gawain. Looks at him and said, "What signal?"
Yeah.
He had no clue what was going on.
Oh, no.
He didn't know the plan.
The next thing you know, 2 arrows, fire arrows shot dead up into the air. Then you got trumpet guys, and they just...
Yeah, they're perfectly spaced out. So one
Yeah,
blows.
by this time we know. Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah,
They're signaling off in the distance their secret weapon.
Yeah.
yeah. Well, I mean, me and Jamie haven't read the book. Like leading up to this Rook Rest battle, I mean, I knew what was coming, and I was like, how are they going to do this? Like, what's going on here?
Excuse me.
So that's when, again, the show's very good. Even though people who've read the book know what's going to happen, we don't know exactly how the stuff's going to happen.
Go down.
So yeah, seeing the plan laid out, like, it was a smart plan. It was.
They just wasn't expecting the drunken king to come flying in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it kind of put a damper in things, but he was like, "Damn it!" But then he said, just told his dragon just to lay there.
Oh, he looks up at his brother flying by and goes, "You idiot!"
Yep, exactly what he says, idiot. So then he calms Vagar back down, like, "Nope, we ain't going yet." And
the dragon just drops his head down like he's bored.
Oh yeah, Vagar's just like, "Yeah, I'll go back to sleep then. I am over 100 years old here."
Yeah, and what gets me is, we talk about he didn't expect to see another dragon, but as soon as he seen that dragon, he was excited. He's like, "Oh yes, I'm gonna do something here." Nope. He actually hurt himself. He was heading towards Melees, and he hollers, "Jakartas!" And flames shoot out in front of him. Now he can't see what's in front of him.
Yeah.
He completely blinded himself.
And
I said, don't drink and fly.
Yeah.
And his dragon's entirely too young for that dragon's flames to be hot enough to really do anything to another, especially an older dragon like Melees.
Yeah.
Because, in Game of Thrones world, the older a dragon gets, the bigger it gets, also the hotter its flames gets. So, he's on a young dragon. Like I said, that dragon hatched when he was a baby. So, if he's 21 years old, that means that dragon's 21 years old.
That brings me to a question.
Okay.
If you look at Game of Thrones and you look at what we're watching now,
Yeah, Drogon grew really
why
quick.
in the hell did Rhaenys' dragons get so big so fast?
Yeah.
Because they couldn't have been more than just a couple of years old.
Yeah, I don't understand it.
So that don't work.
Trust me, listening to the Fire and Blood book, and then now watching House of the Dragon, so watching it play out in real time, and how the dragons, it's literally they get bigger as they get older, and a lot of the dragons in this show are only like between 20 and 40 years old, and they're considered small,
Young,
and they are
young
small
and
even
small.
compared to what Drogon was.
Yeah, they're considered small because back then there was still a bunch of dragons around.
Yeah, but even Drogon, size-wise, is bigger than like Sunfire and all them.
Yeah, her dragons just seem to get big
Well,
really
two
fast.
of them wasn't. The two she kept chained up.
Kept chained up.
They wasn't big at all. But Drogon was huge. I don't know how he got so big so quick. Apart from George
literally
just
flying
needing it to
around,
happen.
eating everybody's cattle.
Well, maybe that had something to do with it. Yeah,
I mean, to be fair,
'Cause he was also torching and eating villagers.
Yeah, because
sheep
Sunfire
stealer's pretty big too. But sheep stealer's a little on the older side.
So maybe that had something to do with why Drogon got so big.
Yeah, what is Sunfire or whatever it is, the one dragon's name?
That's Aegon's dragon, Sunfire.
Yeah, he's actually is big for its age.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, because they say that even like Melees is Team Black's biggest dragon and oldest, but it mentions in the book and it may mention in the show that Melees is actually a little undersized for how old they are. So, yeah, I don't know. And even Caraxes is mentioned as Daemon's dragon as being undersized for how old it is.
Yeah, and this is another thing that gets me. When they was having their little
Meeting.
friggin' war party and stuff over there, they was talking about how much the dragons are eating and can't keep up with it and this. They've been doing it for 20-some friggin' years.
Well, they bring it up to like they're like making active patrols and stuff. They just eat more because they're more active.
Yeah. Yeah, that's another thing that's it's mentioned in the book. But, basically, once they built the dragon pit at King's Landing, the dragons never grew to be as big as they was previously because they kept them pinned in. They didn't get, as much food because they were basically just self-fed instead of going out and getting their own food, being able to eat as much as they want.
Yeah.
So the Targaryens really hampered themselves when they chained their dragons. That's why you never had a dragon as big as Balerion the Black Dread again. Vhagar was close, but
Or the wild
not
ones
quite.
like the cannibal.
Oh, yeah, the cannibal's huge. I think the cannibal is not as big as Vhagar, but close. Because the cannibal, again, gets to eat whatever they want.
Yeah.
So, and mostly other dragons. So, yeah.
Now we get to the part I was talking about earlier.
So,
Two
what's that?
dragons collide with each other, and you see Meleys take her claws and rake through the chest of Sunfire.
Mm-hmm.
That black stuff that was coming out.
Yep.
Not really acid, but it burns the guys underneath on the ground.
In the book, it's they call it blood, but they say a dragon's blood is so hot that it's like molten lava.
See, I took it as that was what how they breathe their fire. That substance in there is part of what, because when flames hit it ignites. It actually burns.
I mean, I would assume dragon's blood is like molten lava, and probably does have something to do with how they breathe their fire.
Probably flammable, I'm sure.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't say their blood's like lava, hot as lava, because I'm telling you now, you ain't sitting on a dragon that's got blood pumping through it as hot as lava.
This is Game of Thrones.
But you definitely, when you see it splash on the men below, it's steams, yeah.
And the book doesn't call it blood, but in the book it mentions that, Sunfire gets to slash, and that I can't remember what they call it in the book, but it does fall, and everybody that falls on it burns them alive.
Yeah, see, I took it as that was part of the chemical reaction of what they use to actually breathe fire. Something else inside ignites it, and that's come.
I assumed it was blood, but you could be right. I don't know.
At least that's what I was taking it as, because you'll get to watching, and Meleys is clawing the crap out of the other dragon, rips its chest open, it falls down, comes back up. Meleys grabs that wing, and that's why it's considered a foreshadowing of the statue that dropped and broken wing, because Meleys is chewing the crap out of that dragon's wing.
Yeah, poor Sunfire did not need to be in that battle.
No, did not.
No, not quite old enough yet.
No.
And that's when somebody decides to come out of nowhere, like a shark out of the water. You just slowly see the wings start popping above the trees, and then you see the head, because they heard it before. Everybody heard the dragon coming before they even saw it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was almost like somebody was waiting to feed their brother to the dragon.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it was.
Yeah, and this is where things start to slightly differ from 100% how this battle happened in the book. Because, in the show right here, we got Aemon shows up and basically just beelines straight for the two dragons. You're like, okay, here he comes to save his brother. No, he just absolutely roasts his brother.
Yep.
Just roasts him.
If you look when Sunfire is falling, inside the rib cage, you can see flames. Where the flames come in there, and again, that's how I took it, as it ignited the stuff inside, and that's how they breathe fire. That's how I took it. That's what made me think about it.
Yeah.
I thought at first it was just stomach acid come flying out of the dragon, and it hit the people down there.
I just thought it was blood, but what you're saying makes sense.
Yeah.
And just before Aemon releases the fire, Aegon's losing the fight.
Oh, yeah, he's pretty much lost.
He turns around and says, "Thank the gods." And in the next breath, it's like, "Oh, no."
Yeah.
He hears, "Jakartas." And then his, "No." And we get the little slow fall to the sky.
And that burst of flame looked to me like it was aimed directly at Aegon.
Oh, it was.
Yeah. Yeah.
His dragon's falling, his wings on fire. Same one that was gnarled all the crap by
Meleys barely got scorched by that one.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm surprised what's her name didn't get totally roasted from the flames.
Who?
Rhaenys.
Rhaenys.
Basically, from the way I could tell, obviously Aegon took the brunt of it, and it looked like, I'm guessing, Meleys kind of blocked a good portion of it from getting to Rhaenys. That's the only way that she could have survived it.
Well, as she's flying away, she's pretty scorched up.
Yeah,
Rhaenys is.
Yeah, she's scored, and then you just see that look on her face. A lot of people go, that she's like, I can't run away. I'm gonna go back. I took it as when she looked back and went back to fight, that if I leave now, he's gonna follow, and she's gonna lead him right back to.
Yeah, that could be.
So she says, you know what? Fuck it. And spins that bitch around and just going to give it all.
I took it that she was thinking back to what Daemon told her when she first came back from King's Landing at the end of season 1, beginning of this season. When, you remember she steals her dragon back and she's face to face with the dragon. She could roast all of them right there at the end of season 1, and she doesn't do it. And Daemon tells her, you could have ended it all right there. I took it that she was, basically remembering what Daemon said, and she's like, this is my chance to try to end it, even though she never stood a chance.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I took from her turnaround. Either way.
Well, it's good that, we don't all have the same.
Yeah, and there's no real way to know, so.
Yeah.
It's just opinions. But either way, it doesn't change the fact that she takes the hero's route, and she tries. Although.
No surrender, no retreat, baby.
Yep.
Well,
you just took your biggest asset from the one side out, though. She turned back, like you said. Maybe she thought this is her one chance to maybe, just maybe, be able to stop it all right here.
Yeah. Well, in her head, she's got a big dragon, but not as big as the other one. Maybe she's thinking maneuverability, and she has a lot more experience at fighting.
Good point.
On the dragon. But again, like we said, that's fighting people on the ground, not other people inside the seat of a dragon.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So Nia says she turns around and goes back, and she tries like a maneuver where her and Meleys go under Vhagar and then just like grab a hold of his feet. Is that was never gonna work.
Well, I think
but that's also when you get to see just how big Vhagar is compared to all the other dragons.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Meleys looks small compared to Vhagar. And Meleys is a big dragon.
I think
Sunfire was even smaller.
Yeah.
I think she done that trying to grab an area and be able to control where the flames are going. Because even she knows that if one good fire breath and she's gone off.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Vhagar's... fire is so hot.
Maybe even if she couldn't take Vhagar out, if she could maybe get hold of Aemond.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Vhagar without a rider, who knows?
Yeah. But they end up locked together, basically just spitting flames at each other.
Yep.
And spinning to the ground. This is where you kind of get, like in the books, sort of. That I guess that's kind of them, showing, because I guess I can say it now. In the books, the way it happened was, you have the battle where basically Rhaenys shows up and she gets jumped. I say jumped by, Aegon and Aemond.
Yeah, they had it was planned.
Yeah,
both of them was going to
on Vhagar and Sunfire. And the way it's described in the book is basically at one point all 3 dragons get locked together, and there's flames going everywhere, and all 3 crash to the ground, and it leaves Meleys just broken in half and Rhaenys dead. Sunfire is obviously really, really injured. His wings half tore off. Aegon is, half of his body is just burnt to a crisp. And Vhagar basically just, with Aemond on him, they just basically get up and just fly off like nothing happened. That's how it happened in the book. Where, show done it better and differently.
Yeah.
Definitely more drama is the way the show did. Like I said, the show done it definitely better. But, in the show we get the scene where both dragons lock together and they basically go to the ground, and basically Meleys pulls out last second and flies away, and Vhagar crashes to the ground. But for Vhagar, that's nothing.
Yeah, and
steps on a few people while getting back up.
Oh yeah. Now I love my woman, but she was not smart.
She should have flew away right there.
She either should have flew away right then and there, or she should have went, as high as she could probably get and look down. Not have the castle in front of you.
Yeah, I don't understand that.
And you don't see the other dragon nowhere. So when you go right by the castle, he comes right up underneath you and grabs your dragon by the neck.
Yeah,
Now maybe she's thinking, man, if she goes high, she's in open air and easier to see.
Yeah, but it's also easier for you to see.
She's staying low to the ground,
Yeah.
Tactics, I don't know.
Yeah.
High ground. You always want the high ground.
Just before
Only
that,
in Star Wars.
Yeah. It's over, Anakin. I have the high ground. You underestimate my powers. Yeah, but right before that
only works if you're Obi-Wan.
Yep.
Right before that, you get the scene when she is flying away, and right before basically Meleese turns around and looks at her, and she basically gives Meleese this look, and it's like, "Yep, we're going back. We're not surviving this, but we're going back."
Yeah, she just whispers it.
Yeah, that look was just like, oh man, that gone. This show's good. When I saw that look, I was just like,
"Oh yeah, man!
Damn, this show's good."
She's a great actress.
Oh yeah,
you can just great. How do I put this, man? She portrays she's totally exhausted. She's somewhat injured. I mean, she got scorched up pretty good.
Oh yeah. She's definitely burnt.
For whatever reason, she thinks maybe she can't get away, or she's just got to make this one last effort, or whatever it is. You just see that on her face. It's like I'm beat up. I'm not getting out of here, but I got to try.
She's like, F it. Reaches back there, buckles herself in real good, cinches that saddle down, and turns right back around.
It ain't like she suicides, man. She's going in. She's in it to win it if she can.
Did any of your podcasts mention anything about her strapping herself in?
No.
Okay.
I guess they didn't take that as a significant thing.
I'm not spoiling anything for anybody, but I took it as something significant. So, yeah. I won't go into any more at all about it, and it may mean nothing. I took it as something significant, just me. But anyway, she straps in, and then that's when she does what we were talking about, the stupid thing. She flies too low and just basically grazes right over the castle, and then Vhagar just clenches the neck.
Like Jaws out of the water.
Oh, yeah, no, that was horrible, man. That was horrible.
Yeah, then he's literally just clamped down on her dragon's neck. Blood squirting out of her, and her dragon just happens to look back at her, and just that one last look.
Yeah.
And she looks at her dragon, and just me personally, I done hook myself and see if I couldn't air drift myself over to the water. But that's just me.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's what smart, dragon riders who actually are experienced. That's what they do. So. Yeah. But they crashed to the ground and
right on top of the castle walls.
Yep, that's
No, that's a good point you brought up with the whatever it is in them, because basically it bursts into flames.
Yeah, basically Meleese explodes basically.
So did Sunfire when he hit the ground.
Yeah.
And you see the fireball from it. And we never mentioned that Sir Cole, as soon as he saw that, my king, and just took off booking it towards him.
Yeah.
Until
Vhagar
hit the ground
and knocked him clear out.
You're completely out.
Now he comes to now and looks, and all he sees Meleese crashed on the ground, tore down the castle walls, and basically his army is now marching in and taking the castle. And he's still trying to get his bearings about. He obviously concussed probably, which back then they didn't know what a concussion was.
Oh, but I'm sure he was.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
from that
definitely
hit
concussed.
He took from Vhagar.
Oh yeah,
or just a concussion from Vhagar's falling.
He grabs his helm and he starts walking, and he sees this what he thinks is a bannerman.
That was a cool scene right there.
Yeah. Your
guy
king,
scooped down holding the flag. He's down on a knee.
Yeah, he's roasted alive in his armor.
Yeah, I mean, Cole hears something about we've got to go to the king. Touches the armor and it just
falls apart.
Yeah,
you see the ash and bone on the inside of it,
which makes you think, why didn't the suit burn?
Well,
the flag.
I don't know why the flag didn't burn, but it's mentioned. Well, you see it in Game of Thrones in season 7 when Rhaenyra roasts the Lannisters. There, something about the metal they wear, it actually doesn't burn, but the dragon fire makes it so hot that it just melts a human body. Just melts it.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
So but I don't know how the armor doesn't melt, but it doesn't. It didn't do it
because it looks way better if it
don't.
It
does.
Well, yeah. I don't know.
Because it's mentioned in the Game of Thrones
with
books.
dripping metal coming off of them. That'd be cool. I mean, they probably couldn't show too much of it on TV, but it'd still be cool.
We from there we get the scene that everybody's speculating about with when Cole makes it up the hill to where the
Oh yeah, because he's trying to get up to the king.
Yeah, he gets to where the king is, and he sees Aemon, sword already out, in hand, and walking over.
When Cole hollers at him, it looks like he's sheathing the sword.
Yeah. It looks like he's getting ready to sheath it back.
But before Cole hollered at him, was he going to sheath it? Or was he going to...
I think he was, just for the simple fact he bends down and picks up the dagger.
Yeah, I thought the same thing, that I thought he was going to sheath it. That doesn't mean that he wasn't going to still kill his brother some other way.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm pretty sure he was sheathing the sword no matter what. But definitely when Cole showed up, any thought of him doing anything was like, well, now I can't do this.
Oh,
if there was any thought of that.
Going back on it just a little bit.
Well, I mean, we're at the end now, so we can just jump wherever.
That's what just a little bit back. When Cole looks up and sees that Aemon has finally showed up, you think he knew that, Aemon just left the king up there to die and was hoping that Meleys would take him out. I think Cole knew it.
I think he's probably wondering.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I think he suspects that, Aemon's intention was for Aegon to die.
Yeah.
Did y'all notice how quick they cut away from the king, supposed king?
Yeah, you just got a glimpse, just a glimpse.
I mean, you couldn't pause it and even get a good glimpse or anything.
Oh, no, I've got it paused right now, and it's still not a good look.
Yeah, it's just a glimpse of him laying there.
And we was talking about just now about the helmet, the melting the armor and stuff. With him being burnt like he is, you think he'll wear the mask his dad wore?
Maybe.
Where his face was...
Now that, I don't know, because that's never mentioned in the book, that mask or anything.
Yeah.
But after what we've seen happen to him, I believe you, like what you said about the Valyrian steel armor.
Yeah.
If he's alive, that's what kept him alive.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I mean, I'd say the good, one side of his body is going to be pretty toasted.
But without that, I believe without that Valyrian steel armor, he would have been as crispy as the guy in the tin suit.
Oh, yeah.
Probably. Yeah, you're probably right. I mean, Valyrian steel is folded over like a katana, just 100-fold or whatever they say.
100 folds? Yeah, it's the first katanas.
Oh,
they've found them as far as over 300 folds on them.
Yes, I don't know. I just know katanas are folded a bunch. So that's,
that's
that's what I always compare Valyrian steel to. Just because,
I compare it to
there's magic in Valyrian steel.
Yeah, so it's a little different, but
I compare it to Damascus.
Ooh,
the Valyrian steel.
Ooh, apparently that is proof that there was Valyrian steel armor in this world.
Mm-hmm.
How would that fare against something like the Night King? Ooh.
I mean, it would definitely protect you from, their ice spears.
Yeah, I wonder if he just ran into him and hit him with your shoulder. Or made a fist.
Valyrian steel.
Yeah.
I figure you'd have to somehow puncture him. But if you can somehow puncture him, I'd say, yeah, it would have the same effect as a Valyrian steel sword would.
It makes you wonder if that armor was made because...
Maybe the Conqueror had that made because he felt he would one day have to go to battle there. You know what I'm saying?
He had isn't he the one that had the vision of...
Yeah, that was Aegon the Conqueror's dream.
Yeah, so...
The Song of Ice and Fire.
Yeah.
That might be... Now
and if there's one set of Valyrian steel armor, maybe there's more. Yeah. And it wasn't destroyed.
Oh, Lord, no.
Because, it's Valyrian steel.
Yeah, it's impossible to destroy.
So Aegon the Conqueror's armor still exists somewhere come the time of Game of Thrones.
Yeah, but I won't say it's entirely hard to destroy because
it may have went north of the wall with Dark Sister.
Maybe. With Brendan Rivers.
Ooh, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, George, we're throwing you a lot of stuff here. Get to writing.
He ain't going to write.
No.
He's making too much money off of these spin-offs and stuff.
Well, he is writing them, actually, because, he's showrunner, right?
Yeah.
He's just helping. He ain't writing. He's just helping.
That's all he is. I mean,
they're probably coming up with ideas. He's like, yes, that's what I had in my head. That's what was going to happen. He didn't have no clue. Like Corey said, the books are 40 to 60 hours long.
Yeah, but they're really in depth, man. I mean,
and that's what got him.
Oh yeah, he made the world way too vast, way too in depth.
So I believe he's got more of what's being written here than. Yeah,
I'm hoping. They're already talking about the spinoff. I shared it in the group.
I think Duncan Egg is already filming.
Yeah. Duncan Egg. That's the next one that we'll actually see.
Yeah, it's the next spinoff. That's why I posted
Now,
it up
and
in
I
there.
don't know. I heard it somewhere
No, the one you posted was something different.
that they're going to
was it?
alternate
Yeah.
it. It'll be like a season of Duncan Egg, then a season of something else, and like that.
Yeah.
I don't want that to happen either.
No, because then you're 2-3 years
Too far
trying
apart.
to-
Yeah, too far apart.
They need to be careful and not Star Wars it
yes.
and flood the market.
Yeah, 52 shows running at once.
Yeah, even if it's good, if you flood
Now,
the
the
market,
MCU did
it doesn't
that
matter.
too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you end up oversaturating the market, and
Exactly.
people get burnt out on it.
Play out what you got going on now. If Duncan Egg's next, then tell that story, and after that, tell another story.
Yep.
Yeah, don't try to get more than one iron in the fire at once.
Yeah, leave a couple of years in between. That way, there's that anxious to see it coming. You're not, okay, well, next month I get to watch this new season. And
Yeah, let's not
month
do
after
that.
that I get to watch this spinoff. And, even as bad as I hate to say it, make it as long as you can. Put you a little space in between there.
Four seasons is probably most they could get out of this story.
Oh yeah, because I didn't think they could get 4, but
May not get 4. It may just get 3.
well, I've said it was going to be 3, but based on just how things are moving, you may be right about 4. But like I said, I'll definitely know at the end of this season. When we get to the very end of the season, I'll know if things are wrapping up the next season or if they're getting in another 2 seasons out of it.
Do we know how many episodes?
I know how many episodes are in this season.
How many?
It's 10, just like last season,
That's what I was wondering, because
according to IMDb. That's all I'm going based on is IMDb.
I know these episodes are a little bit longer than.
Yeah, basically every single one of the episodes is a full hour long.
Yep.
Once you remove the 25-minute outro stuff at the end of every episode, which when you go on on Max to download the episode after the fact, it's just the episode. So yeah, it's like an hour long exactly. So yeah.
Yeah, and I'm not catching any previews, man. So I'm gonna have to start watching those.
They come literally at the very end, like all the credits roll, then they show the previews.
Yeah,
for
I
next week.
never. Okay.
See,
Yeah,
I
they
didn't
even
either.
show Maylise's head being brought into the.
Really?
Yeah, they cut
Yeah.
the head off.
Yeah, they cut the head of Maylis off and take it through King's Landing.
Sorry, Liv. You're going to see that.
Yeah. Can't remember that happening in the book, which that's just a small detail that wasn't added. So, yeah. So anyway, probably the best episode of House of the Dragon we've gotten
Oh, by far.
so far.
And
Best episode of what's so far been a very good show.
Yes.
I see that look on your face.
action lacking. But now you can tell there's a
good
big
story,
difference.
man. I'm there for it.
You can tell there's a big difference in all the other episodes to this one.
Are you excited to watch it week to week?
Because other ones, I throw some input and stuff in there, but I didn't really pay as much attention as I did this one. Because it was pretty damn good. I won't lie. I love the fights and stuff. I just wish there was, when the first battle they was in, that they just showed the ending of, I'd like to see that battle. I want to see exactly how good Sir Cole is with a sword.
I think we'll get to see that.
And then see, no, I don't think we do.
I think we will.
And then, what's her name's brother? I want to see how good he is in combat, because there's a part where you can see where he's talking about going in the daytime. It's stupid. He's got a split lip and stuff, so he was in battle. So he's been fighting. So I just want to see how good he was, considering how soft he was acting when they was marching. Oh, we're gonna go up to this inn and we're gonna sleep in beds, and this and
We
that.
wasn't taking war really seriously then.
No.
Put a dragon behind his butt and his whole attitude changed.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I could have been wrong. There may only be 8 episodes in this season. But I don't know.
I think there's only going to be 8.
I don't know. Now, you're talking about people you wanted to see fight. You go back to the original Game of Thrones, and we got to see it a little bit, but nowhere near like we should have. I always wanted to see Barristan Selmy fight.
I wanted to see a young Barristan Selmy.
Well, we don't get to see him yet. Well, I mean, that's not to say we won't get to see. If they ever do Robert's Rebellion, then maybe we'll get to see it.
Yeah. Because we get to see, Arthur Dayne in the flashback, and he's, the greatest swordsman that ever lived in Westeros. So, but yeah, Sir Barristan Selmy, he's always been described as an amazing swordsman.
Exactly. So I always wanted to see him in battle. Not what we got against the Harpies. Because I think they took Barristan Selmy out way too easy.
Yeah.
But if George ever finishes the book, Selmy's not dead in the books. Not yet.
That's a big if he ever gets.
Well, we're never gonna get that.
No, like I said, he's making way too much money off of this right here to even worry about the books.
So the most we're going to get is if they do a Robert's Rebellion, and they will eventually if all these keep doing well.
Yeah.
Yeah. He ain't getting Harry Potter money, but he's getting pretty good money off of it.
He's making a lot of money.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And there is only 8 episodes in this season. So that tells me that they are trying to stretch it to 4. Otherwise, if they were just doing 3, you'd do a full 10 this season, then a full 10 next season. We'll wrap it up.
Yeah.
But they get more money the more seasons they have, so I understand it.
Yeah, as long as the writing stays good.
Well,
Again,
so far, so good, man.
They've got a book to follow all the way to the end of this, so it's not like they're going to run out of books. They got a book to follow. They got
George R.R. Martin on the set, giving them...
They had him on the set for the last 2 seasons of...
No, they didn't. Not really. They split. I've been listening to this recently. They had a big falling out around season 6.
None of that came out until after the show
was over,
done and was terrible. So I don't know how much of that to believe.
Well, yeah. You can only go with what you hear,
That sounds to me like George trying to save face. And everybody wanting that to be the fact, so they just believe it.
There's something definitely changed from 6 to 7.
Oh, yeah.
So, I don't know.
Again, they was just in a hurry to get that Star Wars money.
Now, there's rumors of, like I said, some dissension on the set. So, but he's right. And they have that mistake to look back on and go, we can't do that again.
Oh, yeah, because...
The coffee cup.
Oh, I mean, the mistake being the entirety of 7 and 8.
Well, 7 wasn't horrible. I liked it.
It had high points. There was good points.
I mean, the episode I kept bringing up this podcast about the spoils of war. That's from season 7. That's when Daenerys roasts the Lannister army. That's like the 5th highest rated Game of Thrones episode ever, and that's from season 7. So that, like I said, everybody talks, and I agree. After season 6, it started to go downhill, but season 6 was so good. It was like the greatest season of television of all time. So to say season 7 was worse doesn't mean season 7 was bad.
It wasn't terrible.
I really liked season 7. I thought it was really good. It was not as good as the previous seasons, but it was, to me, still really good.
The latter half of 7 was not that great.
Which part are you talking about? Because I love the part where they're in the north and they're fighting the walkers.
Beyond the wall.
Yeah, and then Rhaenyra had to come in and she lost the dragon.
Daenerys,
but that was still a good one. I liked it. Some dumbass kept throwing rocks. They wouldn't have had that problem, but
yeah,
the Night King took a dragon out awfully easy with a friggin' spear,
ice spear.
Well,
you gotta imagine there's magic involved in that somehow.
The Night King took out a dragon with an ice spear, and a little girl killed him with a knife.
Again.
Well, we can talk about how stupid that last part you said is, but the first part, The
just
first part
saying.
you said,
Now-
I could see, like, he's the Night King. He's got some type of magic. So that ice spear is not just an ice spear. There's something magical about it.
Yeah, now I like the fact that the way they done Arya coming out of the complete dark
Was
is
stupid.
what. No, I like that part.
I hate that.
I don't like the part where she just drops the knife, grabs her hand, and stabs.
You don't like when she does the Michael Jordan?
No,
Yes, there. That's perfect.
Yeah, so
The whole pose.
She done the Michael Jordan.
I will now refer to it as when she Michael Jordan the Night King.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's what happened.
But
she
I
done the
love-
switch hand midair. Shoop,
I
layup
love the
is good.
fact where she just launches from nowhere and comes at his back. Now him spinning around, grabbing her by the neck, and then all of a sudden she just dropping shit. And I didn't like that part. Just the simple part that she come from nowhere.
Eh.
That's what I liked.
Should have been John. Night King should have faced off against John.
I just wanted to see an actual battle.
I
don't care if Arya is the one to defeat him. I just wanted to see a battle between the two. I wanted to see how good the Night King was in
Exactly.
battle.
I think everybody
Against
they
John.
knew everybody wanted to see that battle. That's why they didn't do it. They probably thought everybody was expecting it, and that's why they didn't do it.
That's a problem with George R.R. Martin is he does that too much, man. It's like everyone's going to expect this. So instead, I'm going to do this.
Yeah, everybody's gonna expect this dude ain't gonna die,
Every once in a
but
while.
he's gonna die.
Yeah, Ned Stark.
Every once in a while, what you expect is what you get.
Yeah,
No one's expected, like you said, no one expects Ned to die, so I'm going to kill him. No one expects, everybody expects John to be in the final battle, so he's out.
Nobody expected a red wedding.
Nobody expected Daenerys to torch women and children, so
Yeah, that was stupid.
we're
Good
going to have
God.
her burn women and children.
yeah.
This is the same woman that's saved millions of people up to this point.
But because she had a bad day,
Yeah,
she torched babies and mothers
Yeah,
and
because
mothers'
her best-
babies.
and then after the
Because her
fact
best
was
friend
still
got
putting them to
killed.
the sword.
Yeah,
So
it's war.
Stupid.
It's sad that happened, but it's war.
Yeah, I didn't like her best friend got killed though. I
No,
liked her.
and not like she did either.
Yeah, I thought she'd go out a little bit more
Yeah.
pizzazz to it. Not
Why did she duck? Why do people never duck when they're getting ready to cut
and
their
why
heads off?
do they run in a straight line with somebody shooting arrows at them?
How many times have me and you don't like it that much, how many times have me and you watched Highlander the series? Now, these people are not unconscious. They're down on their knees, or they're standing looking at him. Duck!
I think at that time they just gave up.
Undoubtedly.
They're like, I can't win. Might as well just take my head.
I mean, that would be the maneuver to use, wouldn't it? Right at the last minute, roll underneath the dude, trip him up, take your sword, stab him.
Yes,
Not
or punch him in the nards.
Punch him in the nards.
Not everybody's Keanu Reeves. They can't matrix
Just
it.
saying.
They can't do the
But
matrix.
you ain't got to matrix it. I mean, you just watch a couple of the TV series and you're like, dude, I mean,
Maybe you're not fast enough to duck it, but at least try.
well, they're fighting at that sulfur mines. He could have reached down there and thrown a handful of sulfur in his eyes.
Good point.
Gone. No, we ain't going to do that.
How many times did Duncan have someone on their knees and behead them?
Good God. How many seasons was there? 7?
A lot.
6 or 7. I got all of them.
So at that, she's standing facing the wall, or she knows what's coming from behind her. I don't know. That's always weird, man, when a person stands there and doesn't attempt something.
Yeah, and she ain't one of them just to give up either. Because look how long she pursued after Grey Worm, or whatever his name is.
Yeah.
That's a weird name for a man that ain't got no wiener.
Worm?
Yeah, Grey Worm.
I don't know. That was his name.
And like I said, maybe you're not going to be able to duck it, but, do something.
Exactly. I already know I'm going to die, so I'm
I'm
going to fight
kicking,
you.
screaming, scratching,
We fighting before you just
peeing
gonna
on myself
willingly-
as I do it, but I'm doing something.
Yeah, you ain't willingly just hacking my head off. We gonna fight. Yeah, I don't listen to that myself. But Like my dad always said, it wasn't in the script.
Yeah, there you go.
Why didn't they just run? Because it wasn't in the script. Smart ass.
Yeah. That's the logical answer.
Yeah.
It's not the answer we want to hear, but
No. You got anything else over there, Corey?
not for not necessarily for House of the Dragon. I'm actually looking up some stuff right now about the size of the dragons, and basically, how big they are compared to each other. So I guess I can give that. Yeah, Vagar's the biggest right now. Vermithor is the second biggest. That's the one that Daemon is singing to at the end of season 1. That was King Jaehaerys' dragon. So it doesn't have a rider right now. Sheep Stealer is the third biggest. Now, this doesn't count the cannibal. I don't know why the cannibal's not on this list, but the cannibal's not on this list. So technically, the cannibal probably should be second, right behind Vagar. But Vermithor is. Third is Sheep Stealer. Silverwing is fourth. That's the Cobalt dragon I was talking about. No, Silverwing's not the Cobalt dragon. Dreamfire is the Cobalt dragon. That's the fifth biggest dragon. Silverwing also has no rider yet. Caraxes is the next biggest. So actually, according to this,
Dreamfire is bigger than Caraxes?
According to this, Dreamfire is bigger than Caraxes, and Caraxes is bigger than Meleys. According to this. So apparently Meleys was not the biggest dragon.
Apparently not.
And apparently Drogon in Game of Thrones is bigger than Meleys but smaller than Caraxes. And, like we discussed
really
earlier. Yeah, Drogon. And that's actually, when I pulled this list up, I was actually searching, why did Drogon, grow so fast? And it just gave me this list of dragon sizes. Rhaenyra's dragon, Syrax, is the next biggest behind Meleys. And then Sunfire is behind Syrax. Then from there you get Tessarion. We haven't seen that dragon yet. That's the dragon that belongs to Daeron Targaryen. That's the one that's in...
Who is this Daeron Targaryen, by the way?
That's Aegon and them's younger brother that they sent to basically become a maester.
Oh.
Or not really to become a maester, but he's at Old Town. So, yeah. You got that. Then you got Sea Smoke, who used to belong to...
I don't know the name. I trip over that one every time.
Whatever his name was that, people thinks dead, but he's not dead. Him. Then Vermax is next. That's Jacaerys' dragon. Arax is dead. Tyraxes. And the dragons I'm getting into now are really tiny dragons. Tyraxes belongs to Joffrey Valerian. Then you got Stormcloud. Stormcloud is Rhaenyra's Aegon. Her son Aegon. That's his dragon. Little tiny thing. Morgul, who you'll never see. That's Jaehaerys' dragon, which is another one of Rhaenyra's kids. And then Moondancer, which is, according to this, that's Baela's dragon. And wow, apparently Moondancer is really, really small. And I don't see that from the show. Because it literally says that Moondancer is basically the size of an elephant.
Yeah, and, pretty small.
And it looked a lot bigger than that when she was riding it. So I don't know how good this list is.
Well, the list might be right, but they had to change it up for the movies. Or
for the show.
Yeah, for TV
Yeah, you could be right. So, I don't know. And like I said, that list also doesn't include the cannibals. So, I mean, come on, you got to include the cannibal. Although, I guess, since nobody ever rides the cannibal, I guess you can forget about it. But the cannibal's a big dragon.
What dragon does which we've not seen Nettle in the show yet, but what dragon does Nettle ride?
Do I want to spoil this for everybody? Because I know right off the top of my head, I know exactly what dragon she rides.
They won't know what we're talking about anyway, so.
Sheep Stealer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, sorry. I remember now.
Mm-hmm. So, yep. See, now I've went to a different site. Now they've got a completely different list on the size of these dragons. And of course, they're also leaving out some dragons. Oh, okay. Never mind. This list separates the dragons that have riders from the dragons that don't have riders. So it's completely different. So it actually lists the cannibal. It's the biggest unclaimed dragon. And okay, this site does have the cannibal being bigger than Vermithor. So, okay. Oh, also the other one didn't mention the Grey Ghost. The other site I was on. The Grey Ghost, that dragon.
I'm guessing it had no riders.
Yeah. It was basically, it stayed camped in the Dragonstone. They kind of have just these natural, like, kind of dragon pits. They're not pits, but that's where the dragons go.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, the Grey Ghost just hardly ever came out. Like, once every few years, it would literally leave its lair. And then go right back in. So, there you go. There's a bit of facts on how big how the dragons compare to each other in size.
Yep.
And basically what I was trying to find there was, I didn't find out why Drogon was so big, but basically Drogon is around the size of Meleys.
That's surprising.
Now I got to thinking about it. They was talking in there about trying to keep up with livestock and everything. And they pretty much harping on they don't have no money. They have coin.
I didn't understand that because in the book, in the book they have money. The crown has money. Rhaenyra does not have money in the book.
Yeah.
But the crown, they have money.
Yeah.
Aegon and all them, they have money.
The blacksmiths in there too. When they was talking about the not having money and everything.
Oh, to make weapons? Yeah.
And they done made a promise to them that they was going to give them some money. And now they're going around saying they don't have no money. So I'm thinking that's going to play a part.
Maybe.
I'm like you, man. Why do they not have any money?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't understand
I mean, they
that.
was making people give them sheep and goats and everything else.
Because, I mean, their master of coin is a Lannister. And this is back when the Lannisters were still rich.
Right.
This is back when the Lannisters were sitting on a gold mine, literally sitting on a gold mine. That's how the Lannisters got so rich. Where Castle Rock is literally on a gold mine. They're mining gold. So that's why the Lannisters are so rich.
So yeah, I'm like, I don't understand why they don't. I get it why Rhaenyra and them are broke. Because they're hiding out on Dragonstone.
Well, you say they're broke, but then when you watch you didn't watch it. You watched the
preview
for episode 4.
Episode 5.
Episode 5. They're already started rebuilding the castle.
So, yeah.
Somebody had some coin.
Rebuilding Dragonstone or Harrenhal?
Harrenhal.
Well, see, even Simon mentioned something about not having the money to be able to fix it.
Well, we heard this episode that
since when
Loras says that, he's got all the gold.
Yeah, he controls the purse.
Yeah.
When you're the king,
mm-hmm.
Why do you need money to make your people build a castle?
Well, I mean, I would assume it's like today. You still have to pay workers to do it.
Well, I mean, yeah, but I mean, you're a king.
And you
you want to be a king that don't get overthrown real quick.
I see your point there, too.
And just wait till season 3. And you'll learn all about that part. So, yeah. Well, I mean, I'm saying that to you. You already know.
Not really.
He's like,
I know some of it. There's a lot of, like I said, there's a lot of the details. I only listened through it once. And I remember the high points, but a lot of the details I don't remember.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, the only reason I remember some of them really good is because I've listened to the book like 6 times.
Yeah.
And I literally re-listened to the parts that are in this season of the show leading up to the show. So I refreshed my own memory. And I still don't remember every little detail. So, yeah. Anyway.
Go ahead.
No, I was just, anybody else got anything to say?
No, I was just talking about like the things that I don't remember. I had to have you remind me who. Well, we can't tell you because it'd all be spoilers, people. But who succeeds this person and succeeds that person, and so forth, and so I couldn't remember.
Yeah, and anybody who watched Game of Thrones and paid.
The story is told all the way through Game of Thrones.
Yeah, there's multiple times in different episodes of Game of Thrones where literally different characters bring up this battle of the Targaryen Civil War, the Dance of Dragons. It gets brought up multiple times, and some of the characters in this show, it gets mentioned their fates. So if you pay attention in Game of Thrones, you'll know how some characters are going to go. So yeah. But if you don't want to spoil something for yourself, don't go searching, because it's not hard to find.
Yeah, it wouldn't be hard just to Google it real quick.
I mean, even if you're just going through Instagram.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
I see so much stuff going through Instagram that I'm like,
I don't have hardly any of that stuff on my Instagram. I get the memes on mine, like the ones I've been posting in the group chat.
Oh, dude, those bust out like right after the show airs, though. Exactly. So you got to be careful there. Because literally, man, as soon as the show airs, you can't. If you haven't watched it yet, that's why I try my best to watch it that night that it airs. Because if I don't, I can't go look at anything.
Exactly.
Because literally, as soon as it's over with, people are starting to throw things up.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Well, I believe that's going to probably do it for this episode. The full episode on nothing but House of the Dragon, which kind of explains how good this episode was. We went 2 hours on it. So.
Oh, dang. Did we? It didn't seem like it.
Yep.
Yeah, we had a lot to say about this episode.
Yeah. Like I said, I actually paid more attention to it because there was some action in it. And he wasn't stuck at one little place. Not the last
you're going to get, I don't believe.
No,
I believe probably the action's on from here on.
And that's what I'm hoping for.
We're in the midst of war now.
Yeah. Yeah. Who knows? You may even get to see an actual, army battle another army before this season's out.
It'd be nice.
Without spoiling it, and I don't remember, that's why I'm asking. And Jackie might like it if I'm right. There are some sword-to-sword battles that come, are they not?
Again, in the book, George never goes in detail on battles. So I don't know how detailed the show's going to go into some of these battles. In the books, it's mentioned that there's some battles coming that actually happen between armies where there's not really any dragons involved. So I'm assuming the show will make big spectacle out of this because, Battle of the Bastards is the second best episode ever, according to rankings.
Yeah.
Me and Brandon would put it first, or me and Jackie would put it first.
Oh, yes.
But, I mean, I would have Winds of Winter right behind it, and most people put Winds of Winter first. But either way, Battle of the Bastards is an amazing episode. So I would imagine they're definitely going to have one of the episodes is going to be a lot like that. Because there's a battle coming up that is between armies and not dragons. So I don't know when they'll do it. I don't know exactly what episode it'll be in. What I'm waiting on, I don't know if they'll do it, and I assume they have to do it this season or maybe in next season, is when Rhaenyra and them start recruiting new dragon riders. So that's what I'm waiting on. Anyway, we were supposed to end this podcast 5 minutes ago. So
we don't follow no rules.
No.
Yeah. New episode will be coming out tomorrow night.
Sunday night.
Yep. Tomorrow night at 9. So I would say set your DVRs, but it doesn't work like that anymore.
No, I don't even think they have DVRs anymore.
Nah. Well, I don't know if it would work for this anyway because it's on Max, which I don't know. Maybe HBO still shows it on their actual regular cable channels, but
do they even have a regular cable channel?
I don't know.
I don't either. I have no idea.
Anyway,
it's changed so much.
Yeah.
Either way, see you next week.
Later.
Yeah.